Good morning student. Today in this video we are going to discuss the velocity time graph of physics of class 9. We are having three types of the velocity time graph. First is case is when a body is moving with constant velocity. Time we are taking in second and velocity we are taking in meter per second. Suppose a body was moving when time was 0, the body is moving with constant velocity, so time will change but velocity will not change. When time was 0, velocity of the body was 20. When time is after 10 seconds, velocity of the body is 20. After 20 seconds also, velocity of the body is 20. After 30 seconds also, the velocity of body is 20. So here the body is moving with a constant velocity and that's why the velocity is not changing. If we draw the graph of this, we have to represent time along x-axis and velocity along y-axis. Your time is represented in seconds 0, 10, 20, 30. Velocity I have to represent on the y-axis 10, 20, 30, 40. When time was 0, velocity of the body was 20. When time is 10, velocity of the body is also 20. You will get this point. When time is 20, velocity of the body is 20. When time is 30, velocity of the body is 30. You will get this line. So, how you got the slope of the velocity time graph? This line is parallel to the time axis. Here, slope of the velocity time graph is parallel to the time axis. If any, this slope, value of this slope of this line will be 0. So if body is moving with the constant velocity, then velocity time graph will be parallel to the x-axis or time axis. Now this must be clear to you that if this line is parallel, the slope of the line is 0 and in this case velocity of the body is. Now we have to discuss how we calculate the acceleration of the body. Slope of the velocity time graph will give the acceleration. In this case, acceleration of the body is, since velocity time graph is parallel to x-axis. Therefore, slope of velocity time graph is 0. And what slope represents? Slope of VT graph represents acceleration of the body. of the body. Therefore, what will be the acceleration of the body? The acceleration of the body is 0. Now we are going to take the second case. In the second case, when velocity of the body is increasing uniformly, you can take this example. We are taking the velocity of a car. Here we are taking the time, and here we are representing the velocity in meter per second. Let's suppose when time was 0, velocity of the body is 0. When time is 10, velocity of the body is 5. After 20 seconds, velocity of the body is 10. After 30 seconds, velocity of the body is 15. After 40 seconds, velocity of the body is 20. And after 50 seconds, velocity of the body is 25. Here, in first 10 seconds, the increase in the velocity is 5. Again in 10 seconds, the increase in the velocity is 5. Again, in next 10 seconds, the increase in the velocity is 5. This means that velocity is increasing at a uniform rate. Now you have to make the graph of this. If you make the graph, how will you get the graph? This is like this. This is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. Here we are representing time in second. It is 0, 10, 20, 30, then 40, and last is 50. We have to represent the velocity along the y-axis. Here we are representing the velocity, and velocity we are representing in meter per second. Here velocity is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30 and so on. First, when time was 0, velocity is 0. You will get to this point. When time is 10, velocity is 5. You will get to this point. When time is 20, velocity is 10. When time is 30, velocity is 15. When time is 40, velocity is 20. When time is 50, velocity is 25. Now here, joining these points, you will get the velocity time graph. If increase in the velocity is uniform, then this line is a straight line. This line is the straight line. If increase in velocity is uniform, then velocity time graph is a straight line inclined to x-axis or time axis. In this case, the slope of this line, suppose this point is A, this point is B, and this point is C. Slope of this line will give the acceleration of the body. Slope of line AB is equal to acceleration of the body. Now how we calculate the acceleration? The acceleration is equal to, how we calculate the slope? The slope can be calculated by dividing BC by AC, because formula of slope that I have discussed in the previous video. How we calculate the slope of line AB? That is formula is perpendicular by base. In order to calculate the acceleration of the body, you will divide BC by AC. What is the value of BC? BC is 25 from here to here. This is the 25, because this value is 25, this is 0. So 25 minus 0 you will get 25, and from here to here, so this is 0 and this is 50 seconds. So 50 minus 0 you will get 50. So 20 divided by 50 you will get 1 by 2, that is 0.5 meter per second square. The acceleration, in this case, the acceleration of the car is 0.5 meter per second square. Another point, you can calculate the displacement of the body. Now, how will you calculate the displacement of the body? Area under the VT graph. So, if you calculate the area of this shaded part, then you will get the displacement of the body. How will you calculate the displacement of the body? For that you have to calculate the area of triangle ACB. If you calculate the area of triangle ACB, then you will get the displacement of the body. Suppose we have to calculate the displacement. In this case, how we calculate the displacement of the body? You will remember that area under VT graph gives the displacement of the body. Suppose in this case we are calculating the displacement of the body. How will we calculate the displacement? Displacement of the body is equal to area of triangle ACB. You all know that how will we calculate the area of triangle? Formula is half into base into height. Base is your AC and height of this triangle is BC, that is the perpendicular. You have to calculate half into AC into BC. So half into, what is the value of AC? Here 0 and here is 50. So 50 minus 0 50, and perpendicular, this is the height, this you will get 25. Now if you calculate this value, you will get 25. 25 into 25 you will get 625 meters. In this way we can calculate the displacement of the body. Thank you and have a nice day.